Hi guys, and welcome to Visual C++ on screen keyboard tutorial. Okay, let me show you guys how this works. I'm just gonna move that up there. Let's open any kind of application here. Okay, that's a Notepad. Right, just click on that. Look at that. As in lowercase. Press enter, enter again, and let's select cap lock. There we go. Look at that. And in here, select shift, and there we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's select shift here. There we go, and let's select shift here. Do that. We have 9. No, select shift. There. Select shift again. There we go. And we can backspace to get rid of everything that we've just entered. And you can even enter, you can use Word documents. So let's move that Word document down. I'm just going to press Control F1 to reduce that so that you guys can see. There we go. There, I'm going to just get rid of that and enter some stuff in there in Word. There we go. And let's press enter, and enter equals. Now shift, let's enter bracket in there. Oh, let's exit, get rid of that, and let's enter rand, open a bracket, shift, and let's enter the number in there, comma, and enter 7, shift, close the bracket, and press enter. There we go. Look at that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you guys straight into Visual C++ development environment, and we'll put one of these together. So let's do that now, guys. And let's start a new project. I'm going to click on create new. Let's select C++, that says CLR empty project.NET framework. So I'm going to click on that and just let's click on next right here. Let's make sure you guys can see that. Click on next. Okay, I'm now going to give the project a name, so I'll just call it CPP on screen. Let's just say keyboard. Right, click on create. There. Right, we have to click on the solution explorer so that we can first of all develop or create a form. Actually, let's come in here, click on the properties, and right here this pops up. Go straight to the configuration manager, and you want to make sure your active solution platform is 64. There, click on close, and come right here inside this dialog. What you will notice is all of this content on the tree here. So we want linker. Select the system, and right here you see where we have subsystem. Drop this down and select Windows subsystem, and let's click on apply. Then the next thing is we want to go straight to advanced. Select the advanced. You see where we have entry point. Change the entry, just enter in there main, and click on OK. There we go. Now the next thing you want to do is come straight to the name of your project, right click on it, and let's go to add, and let's select add new item. There. Now this dialog box pops up. So what you want to do is select UI, then select Windows Form. If we look down here, the default name for the Windows form is my form. Click on add. There, we end up with an error, but there's a way out to that. There we go. Like I said, we will end up with an error. So the way out is, let's go straight to the Solution Explorer in here. And now let's double click on myform.cpp. Double click on that. There. You see right underneath here, we meant to enter, or we need to enter a line, some lines of codes. Those lines of code, I'll be able to get them from this very forum here. I will include the URL of this forum on my description area. So scroll right down, and right here, this is where I am now. So I'm going to scroll right here and grab these lines of codes. Let's grab everything, right click, and let's copy. That's it. I'm done with that. Now just paste the lines of code in there. There will be an error. The error is due to the name, and that's the name right there. The name of my project is CPP on screen keyboard. So let's just type in CPP, and that is it right there. And the error should disappear in a minute from now. There we go. The error is gone. So the old system is ready now. So I'm going to save that. So let's come back into the Solution Explorer. The form is still not there yet, but if I run it, the form should appear. But I'm going to have to close the old application and reopen it so that we can more or less compile the form and make use of it. But right now you will see a small form that will show up. There we go. That's the form right there, but there's nothing yet. Okay, so I'm going to close that, and I'm going to close this whole application, then reopen it. Let's see. And right there, so that is the application there. I'm going to click on it and just reopen it. It's coming up now. There we go. That is it right there. So let's go straight to the Solution Explorer here, and that is our form. Double click on that very form to open it up. There we go. So I'm now going to set the property of that very form. Let's come down here. You see where the size, I'm going to change the size to 1154 by 398. There. And in here, you can leave that, but I'm just going to enter on screen keyboard. There, right there. Okay, let's start with our buttons. But the very first button I want to create is going to be a check button, or a checkbox. This very one. Click on the double click on the checkbox. That is the checkbox right there. So take a good look at this very checkbox. Make sure it's selected. Let's go straight to the properties. Right inside the property of this very checkbox, we're looking for the appearance. Let's go straight to the appearance. The appearance will be normal. That is it right there. And I want to change this very appearance to button. Once I click on it, and that is what happened. It then turns to button. Now let's come into where we have auto size. Let's change true to false, and there we go. So we can just adjust it how we want. And this is going to be for my cap lock. So I'm just going to give that a name, call it CHK caps lock. There. So I'm going to also enter some data right in there. Let's come down here and just change that to caps lock. I think I should maybe, I don't know, maybe one line or there. There we go. So now let's change the size of this. I'm just going to make that maybe about 80 something, 84 by 57. Okay, that's not too bad. I think we can even put a cap lock on one line. The choice is just how you want to do it anyway. That is it. So let's increase the font size of that to maybe 9. Yeah, let's see, maybe 9. Make that bold 9. I think that looks too small. Let's go back, just make it 11, something like that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, now let's create some buttons. But first thing first, let's just copy this cap lock here. Hold on to your control, click and drag, and this is going to be for my shift key. So I'm going to change that to CHK shift L. That's for the left hand side, and right here change this one to shift. And I can even add an arrow. So let's go to Word and just copy an arrow in there. I'm going to get rid of all of this that I have in here, select it all and just get rid of it, and Control F1, go into Insert Solution Explorer, click on that, and I need arrows. Yeah, I'm going to need all of these arrows. So insert, yeah, I think that we do. Okay, close this for now. Have all the arrows in there. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this. Now go back into the button, drop this down, and just press enter, paste that in there, and that takes care of that. Alright, that's the shift key. I'm going to need another shift key though. Hold on to the control, copy and drag. That's going to be here. So this one is going to be known as CHK shift R on the right hand. Okay, that's fine. Now let's add some buttons. Now come right here, click on buttons. Okay, that's the button right there. Change the size of that button to 11 bold. Okay, now this very first button, that is going to be my tab button. Bring the tab down a little bit. That's BTN tab. Where is the BTN tab here? And grab the tab, go straight inside the text here, enter tab in there. And I think tab you can also add. Yeah, we can. Let's just add one. Yeah, one arrow in there. Bring it down a little bit. Press enter. There. Right. And the size of this tab is going to be maybe about the same size with the, yeah, about the same size. So I'm going to make that about 84 by 57. 84, come on, 57. Right. That is the tab taken care of as well. So it's looking good. There. So now let's add some buttons here. Okay. The very first button, maybe copy this. Yeah, paste that in there. That is going to be for my Q, and this is going to be known as BTNQ. There we go. And the size of this very BTNQ, I'm going to make that 50, no, let's say 62, because of the way everything is set up. 62 by 57. There, Q is ready. So hold on to the control and just click and drag. That is going to be my W E R T Y U I O P. So let's change the data we have in here. So this is going to be W E R T Y U I O P. There. Now I'm going to have to move them in a little bit. Okay, repeat the same thing for that. But first of all, let's add 2 more here. Hold on to the control, just 2 more. Click, drag, and this is going to be the coil braces. Come right down here, drop this down, change that to the uppercase one and the square bracket there. Now come right here, repeat the same thing, uppercase and the square bracket. There we go. I guess you guys get the whole idea. So I'm going to just speed that up. You can just look at the arrangement of your own keyboard to put this together. So let's speed that up now. Okay, all done, guys. Now let me point your attention to something. Look at number 7 here. What will happen is if you try to enter the ampersand, just one single ampersand, look, I'm going to delete one, and you think you will have your ampersand there, you will not have your ampersand there. That is it, gone. So the way out is for you to enter double ampersand, and there, that should take care of that very error. I don't know if it's an error, but that takes care of it for me. Okay, I think that's the only way out there. And the other one is, if you can find a proper symbol of the window, you can put that there, but that looks something very similar to it. And that's it. So what I want to do now is I'm going to select, no, first of all, let's double click on that very form, or maybe change it. Let's change the background of this form to something dark. Maybe that one looks a bit pronounced. Back color, change that to black. Where's black? Okay, that makes it look a bit pronounced. Now double click on that very form there, and right below Pragma end region here, I'm going to press enter. So what I want to do is I want to, let's say, protect. No, it's got to be in lowercase. Protected. There we go. And enter column there. So I'm now going to say visual properties. Come right down here. Let's just say visual. There. Visual properties and property. And I'm just going to call it, let's say, you can just call it whatever you like. I'm going to just give that Q. Okay, or you can call it F or something, maybe F. Yeah, F for function. So I'm going to then say, so right there I'm going to enter create param. Okay, all of these I'm going to give you guys a link to where you can find out more information about this, and you go and read that and see if it will make sense to you. So create param, and I'm just going to now enter there, and right here let's enter create params. Now that should have been create params, this very one. Copy and paste that in here. Okay, now press enter, open up a coily braces. Now what we then want to do is I'm going to grab my F, let's say F create param, and I'm going to, this is the object that I'm creating, just paste that in there, and that is going to be get, enter parentheses, and I want to override. Okay, then get an override. Alright, that's fine, that's going the right way. Open up another coily braces. Now in here I'm now going to call my params again, the object I've just created, params, and that is equals to underscore underscore super, that's super column params, and paste that in there. Now enter semicolon. Okay, the error are beginning to disappear one by one. Now what we then want to do is we now want this param to param dot or dash x style. Okay, pipe equals, that will be 0 x 0 8 and 6 zeros, 1 2 3 4 5 6 there, and enter semicolon. Now what else do we want to do? So all we then need to do is ask it to return a value straight into params. There we go. Okay, as you guys can see, we have an error because the f itself is not defined. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know, maybe if I declare it up here, let's say namespace, and that is going to be f equals system colon windows, so windows colon forms there. Okay, my error is gone, but I still have the error. Actually, it's now gone, so I might as well move it right up there. Just cut it off. Let's go right up there. Oh, it's just being lazy. Just let's paste it right here. There we go. Hopefully that error should be gone by now. You see, it's gone. It's disappeared. All right, so let's go back into the params there. So that is it. Now with this, I should be able to use the sender key to send data straight onto the key, from my key straight into any of the data that I want to use, or into any of the application like word processing, PowerPoint, or Notepad, or anything. Okay, those are the lines of code. Take a good look at it. You need these very lines of code, and if you want to know more about it, right in here I'm going to include, yeah, that is the link right here, so you guys can read more about the SendKey.Send, the method. Okay, and as you can see, send keystroke to activate applications right there. And this is for C++. You can change it to any of the application you want to use. This is for C++. And if we come down here now, that's an example here, and read more about this so that you understand how to use all of the functions that we have in here. And those are the different codes that I'm going to be working with now. There. Okay, I'll be working with them now, so minimize that. But the first thing I want to do now is let's come back straight to my design form here. Okay, right here, what I want to do is I'm going to select every single button with the alphabet. So just select it all. I'm going to use an event to get them working instead of doing it individually. That will be painstaking, so let's create an object in there using an event. I've selected every single button with the alphabet, so let's come straight here and let's go to events. I'm going to use the event I'm going to be using is the click events, and let's call that alphabet and just press enter there. Now what we want to do is Press enter so that you guys can see what I'm about to do now. So what I'm about to do is I'm going to use an if statement. If, open a bracket, chk cap lock dot check, if it's equals true, that is one option, and no, sorry, or the next one that is going to be chk shift left, press enter. Let's go for the other one, chk shift right. If any of those are selected, I'm using or, I did not use and. If any of these are selected, so this is what I want the system to do. Open up a bracket. Now let's use the tip that we've been given here. Look at it, that is it right here. So all you just need to do is to call as follows, this very one. Okay, key, send key, column send. So I'm going to copy that, but I'm going to use it in a very different format. Paste that in there. I'm not using this. I'm going to get rid of all of this for now. That would be for enter. You see this very one, you can copy it straight into enter. But for now, I'm just going to get rid of the enter that we have in there. There. But first of all, because I have grouped all of those buttons, I'm supposed to create an object here, button object. I'm just going to call that button object B, and let's enter. Okay, let's say B equals save underscore cast less than and equals to, that's meant to be button, and inside that very button we enter the caret and come out of it, and we're going to say it's going to be using the sender. The sender is right there. Enter semicolon in there. So I've just created my own objects, and the object is called B. That is the B that I'm going to call in here. So I will now say B dot text, or undo that, come on, back in here, B dot text. You see, because it's an object, the text appears. B dot text, I want it to be uppercase, dot, or you can just dash, to convert it to uppercase. Whatever, once any of this is selected, if you select any of these checkbox, it should convert whatever data you want to enter in there into uppercase there, and enter parentheses. That is it, taken care of. Look at the error, gone. Now we need to repeat the same thing. Oh, but in the case of this, when you press this, I want you to stay put. These ones should be disabled, so I'm going to grab these ones because those are the shift key. If you guys can recall logically how the shift key works, once you use it once and release, that is it. So I'm going to repeat the same thing for the right shift key. That's the right one there. Now else, come down here, else if you do not select any of this shift key, it should give us lowercase. So change this to lower, and that's it, done. Look at these lines of code from here down here. That's it. That takes care of every single buttons with alphabets on my system, and that's it. That's your on-screen keyboard, this very function, and right here, from here down here, Okay, remember I use an event, the event click, to group all of those buttons together. And that's all there is to it. It's not finished yet though, so let's just save. Yeah, I'm going to save it here. It's talking about the character I have on the buttons. So I'm going to run, click on run, and let's just try it out. There we go, guys. So let's grab one of these. I'm going to get a notepad, come right here, and this very notepad, the cap lock is on, which you have, oh, it's off. Okay, that's lowercase. Okay, let's make sure the cap lock is on. That is uppercase now. Okay, and let's try this out. Shift there. If I press X again, it's going to be lowercase x. Oh, it should change to lower. Oh, okay, the cap lock is still on here. Undo that. Press this once. See? Now press again. It's lowercase. There. Only if the cap lock is on. That is it. So that's how you create your own on-screen keyboard. And we can also just use this as well. Let's reduce that so that you see what I'm about to do. It's just press Ctrl F1, drag it down, and in here I can just enter whatever I want. Look at that. Cap lock here. There. Alright, now let's take care of the function and these very ones right underneath here. No, maybe we should take care of these ones first. No, let's take care of the number pad. Now with the number pad, let me show you guys there's some designated function we can use for division, multiplication, minus, and addition. And there they are. Let's go in here, scroll right down. There they are. Look at it, piece of cake. So come right down. So like I said, I'm going to include that website for you guys. So end this and just get rid of all of these and just minimize that. Go back to the phone. Okay, back in here, let's double click on division. And right there, division, that's easy. I'm going to grab this and come right down here, paste, and remember the division that we were told in there. I'm going to get rid of that. Look at it right here, division. Where is it? That's it. I'm going to copy that, copy all of that, and I'll put that inside the quotes, paste, and that's it. I'm just taking care of the division. So grab everything in there. I'm going to take care of another one. Now let's double click on the multiplication. Press enter. Paste. Send keys, column, send, and change that to multiply, uppercase. If you want to see it, it's right here again. That is it in uppercase. Copy and paste it right in here. There. Now let's take care. I'm going to copy that. Let's take care of the next one. I'm going to take care of subtract. Double click on subtract and press enter. Paste. Now the command or the function for subtract is right there. Grab that, go back in here, paste, subtract. There. Now we have addition, so I can just grab that, or add. Double click on that, and that is just add in uppercase. There. That's all there is to that. Okay guys, let's take care of the number pad. So I'm going to select all of the numbers here. There, I think I'm going to select these and select these as well. Yeah, I'm going to select this as well because I'm using them as objects. Okay, come in here and let's go right in here. Make sure you go to the events though, and here to get to the event, that is it right there. Click on event and go to click, and I'm just going to enter number, maybe number pad. There, that's it. And right, so let's come right in here. Just collapse that, press enter. The first thing is I'm just going to create an object just like I did earlier, or I can just copy everything in there. Oh, come on, where is it? There we go. That's the object that I copied for the, just up to here. Those are the lines of code that I use for the alphabet. So I'm just going to paste that in here now. But in the case of the number pad, we don't need, it's just going to be, I'm going to get rid of this, all of these. I don't need them. The only one that I need would be the, I think I call it CHK number lock. CHK number lock. There. Yeah, that's the CHK number lock. If this CHK number lock is checked, every other thing becomes true. And here we just get rid of this. We don't need this. I get rid of that. We only need one. There, that's it. The number lock is taken care of. 1, 2. We don't need these two really. Logically, they are not needed. If this is clicked on, number lock. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I've taken care of the number lock as well, so there's no going to be, yeah, that's fine, that's it. So let's save that and run the whole system now, just before we continue. So click on run. There we go. Let me get the notepad, and there, if you come in here and click, nothing is happening until you click on the number lock. There we go. So that is fine. All right, that's the vision there, but this is not working yet. All we just need to do is to enter sender.send, enter. That's all. So close that and take care of that. Go back in here and double click on enter. So all we then need to do is, I'm just going to copy that and just paste it right in here, and that is going to be enter. There, that's all. So there are 2 enters, so I'm going to copy this and use that for the other one. Now come right here, double click on the enter, the second one, and just paste that in there. There. Now let's take care of backspace. So double click on the backspace, and with the backspace just press enter, paste that in there. Now let's look at that's the function for backspace. You can use this or this, or you can just enter BS. Oh, let's enter BS and we try that out. It's no big deal. If it doesn't work, we just change it, BS. So I'm going to save that. Just because of that BS, I'm going to run the whole program again. There, open up my notes. Okay, now that is BS. Let's see. The BS does not work. Oh, let's see, maybe, yeah, the BS is not working. You can see there's an error there, so I might as well just copy the backspace itself. Maybe it's for the other operating system, I don't know. So I'm going to copy that, and let's go back in here. Now where's my program? Yeah, minimize this. Oh no, I was missing a curly braces there. I shouldn't jump into conclusion. Close that and see. Let's try it again. There's no harm in doing that. Okay, let's try it again. Now I've closed the BS properly, so let's come in here. Oh, it's working, you see, just with BS. So it's very good to try things out. Okay, so you either use BS, or you can use that, or there's another one there, there's 3, or you can use BKSP or BKSP. All right, so let me show you guys the enter. That is it, the enter is working, and we can enter whatever in there. Numbers. Oh, number is not working. Okay, now it's working. All right, let's take care of these ones here, so we can then call it the end of the program, and we'll take care of all of the functions. Okay, let's take care of all of these ones up here. So double click on this very one first, and right there I'm going to use an if statement. If chk left dot checked, if it's equals true, there. Or if it's the right one, grab all of that, paste that in here, and change this one to R. If it's the right key that is pressed. So what is going to happen is, and I want sender, here, just grab all of this instead of typing all over, paste that in there. Sender, we have to change the that is it. Just change that because it's uppercase there. Right, now we need to now change all of this here to false, because we only press the shift key once. There, now that becomes false there, and this is for the right hand one. Else come right down, and else the sender will be equals to just this very there. That is it. So I'm going to copy that as the very first one taken care of. Let's take care of number 1. Now double click on 1. So paste that in there. If shift key is pressed, I want that to be here, else this will be 1 there. That is it, taken care of. Right, now the next one here, double click on number 2. Number 2, come in here, paste that in there. If the shift key is pressed, we want a quote in there. Right, okay, that gives me an error. I'm going to change that quote. I'll copy something, and this one will become 2. Let's go inside Word and change that very quotes to something here. Let's press Control, and let's grab, just get rid of all of those now. I might need them. Come in here, and where is the quotes? There we go, that's it. Insert, close that, and just grab that very quote and paste it right in here. That should take care of that error. But there should be a way around it anyway. If you look at it, there's going to be a way around it. Maybe you have to cover it properly, I don't know. But I've just entered a quote in there that works anyway. Now let's grab all of these again. That's going to be, I'm going to use that for number 3. Now with number 3, double click on that, and this is going to be, that will be the pound sign. If you select any of the shift key, that will be the pound sign, and below is number 3. There we go. Now we're going to take care of one or two functions, then we speed up things. Now you know how this is done. Okay, now let's come in there. You see the function? I'm going to let's take care of exits. Escape. Double click on escape. In case of escape, copy all of this, paste, and just change that to uppercase ESC. There, that is that done. Now come in here. Now you see the function. Okay, let me show you the command for functions. There they are. Look at it. There they are. F1, F2, F3, and so on. Those are the commands. Okay, and that is for the tab. Come right here, double click on F1. Just copy all of this. Come right down here, paste. That becomes F1. F1. There. If you look at the command for tab, let's see, tab is tab, and up is up, and so on. So scroll right down. So double click on tab. Let's take care of that. Press enter, paste. Tab is tab, uppercase. There. Now let's take care of F2. Okay, let's take care of F2. No, F3. I think we've taken care of F2. Oh, F3. Grab that. Paste that in there. That's F3. F3. Now F2. So come here, double click on F2. Press enter. Paste that there for F2. And that's it, guys. So, like I said, this is the site for all of the information that you guys need. I will include this on the description area. Okay, to create a form, and this is to create a form, and that is for the keys. All right, let's run it now. There. So those are the functions keys, the function keys. Let's take it from the top here before I run it. That's for add, enter, enter, page up, page down, page up, that is up arrow, down arrow, come down here, and there they are, guys. Backspace, cap lock, and this is for your space. Remember the backspace here. This is for your, and here remember this backspace. I used BS before. Okay, and you can use the other one that you can use. Where is it? You can also use BKSP. Alright, so I change it to backspace. If I want, the choice is yours, but it's all there for you. And that is it. That is how you create your own on-screen keyboard using C++. There we go, guys. So I'm going to run it now. Run. There. Move that up, and let's grab anything in there. All right, let's try out the tab. That is the tab. The tab is working. And backspace. What about enter? Enter is working. And let's see, space, click on space. Look at that. Okay, enter whatever you want to enter in there. Go for lowercase numbers, press enter, and that's it, guys. So with that, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial, and that is how you create your own on-screen keyboard in C++. So you all have a nice day now. Please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. There are a lot of benefits if you're a member of the channel. So with that, I'm going to say bye for now.